The Hammond collection over the years has given us so many definitive versions of figures, and they're still going as well, but they avoid to give us the fan favourite Jurassic World hybrids. Instead, they give us an inaccurate Ornitholestes and this ugly Dryosaur. They don't give us the hybrids, but they can afford to give us this little freak. Anyway, let's start. So we'll start with the Indominus Rex. Now, over the years, we've gotten the Dino Rivals Indominus Rex, the first Indominus Rex Mattel gave us, the Dino Trackers, and just this year, a rubber reimagined Legacy Collection Indominus Rex. Now, my theory is that they skipped out on the Hammond Collection Indominus Rex and actually gave us the rubber one this year, which I don't mind, but I mean, it is inaccurate, and it does look cool, but I really want a Hammond Collection Indominus Rex. Now, the first Indominus Rex we got from Mattel when Mattel took over from the dark days of Hasbro, which we don't talk about Hasbro's Indominus Rex. They gave us this beauty Indominus Rex, which was probably the best Indominus Rex you could get at the time, and I still think it's Mattel's best Indominus Rex and one of the best figures you can still get for the Indominus Rex. Then we got a camouflage Dino Trackers Indominus Rex, which is definitely nice as well, but it is a smaller scale, but it does give us a rough idea of what we could get if we get a Hammond Collection one. And then they also gave us the one this year that I still think we should have got the Hammond Collection instead of this one, or maybe even just a rubber Indominus Rex would be nice. But the Indominus Rex being the first hybrid in the franchise, and probably, I assume everyone's favourite. I mean, it's not everyone's favourite, but it's definitely one of the best hybrids of the Jurassic franchise. The Indominus Rex is just the OG hybrid of the Jurassic franchise, and we should get a figure of it. But instead, Mattel is giving us inaccurate dinosaurs in the Hammond collection. Dinosaurs that weren't even in the Jurassic movies, instead of giving us the fan favourites like the Scorpius, Indoraptor, Indominus. I mean, they're one of the main dinosaurs of the Jurassic franchise, but instead you're giving us dinosaurs that weren't even in the movies, like the Ornitholestes. Then we move on to the Fallen Kingdom Indoraptor, which should definitely get a Hammond collection figure. Now, the first figure we got for the Indoraptor was back in Fallen Kingdom, the superposable Indoraptor, one of the best Indoraptor figures, but it was there was an inaccurate thing on it. The head sculpt did not really match the one we saw in the movie. I believe the crest was wrong or something like that. They got the head sculpt a little bit wrong on the original superposable Indoraptor. Now, whilst that figure is great, looks really accurate, the head sculpt definitely just throws you off a bit. And proportion-wise, the proportions are a little bit off on the superposable Spinosaurus. Then we got a Dino Trackers, not supposable. Then we got a Dino Trackers Indoraptor, which definitely was an improvement over the old one. I believe they changed the head sculpt, I'm not 100% sure. And then the newest edition, the Battle Damage Indoraptor, or the 3 levels intensifying damage Indoraptor, this Indoraptor that is on screen now. That one, I believe they did change the head sculpt on that one, but still isn't perfect. I would definitely like a Hammond Collection Indoraptor. I think they can make it a bit more accurate proportions-wise. When the Indoraptor, goes on all fours, the back is kind of hunched over a bit, and I didn't really get that. I didn't really get that impression when looking at the Indoraptor figures, so a Hammond Collection one is definitely needed. Then we move on to the Scorpius Rex. Now, we did get a Scorpius Rex figure in the Dino Escape line for Camp Cretaceous Season 3. Now, the figure's head sculpt for the Dino Escape one was definitely off. I mean, a lot off. The proportions were also off as well. I mean, it did kind of look like the Scorpius Rex, but we need an updated version. The head sculpt, I mean, the figure I have on screen, this is by Marco Makes, I think. We need a Mattel figure that looks like this, because the Dino Escape one just didn't really look the part. And then we got a new one this year, I think, or last year, the Intensifying Damage, the Battle Damage Scorpius Rex, or whatever you call it. The head sculpt is definitely an improvement, but still isn't 100% accurate. The proportions are also not really changed at all. I know we got a Scorpius Rex with one of the human Kenji or something, and a gyrosphere, but I'm not going to really count that because that's basically the electronic Dino Escape one, but just as a smaller scale with no electronics. So yeah, we definitely need a Hammond Collection Scorpius Rex. I'd probably say we need Scorpius Rex more than any of the other hybrids, as the head sculpt for the Dino Escape one is just off a lot. I mean, when I look at it, I don't see Scorpius Rex in that at all. It looks more like an ogre or something. So for the last one, which got actually no toys at all, is the Spinoeratops and the Mutadon. Both really not important parts. I mean, we did get one toy, the Spinoeratops, a plushie. The Spinoeratops was definitely maybe an important part of Camp Cretaceous Season 5 or 6 whenever it appeared in. The Mutadon was an important part of Rebirth, so I still think it should get a figure. And if it's not going to get a figure in the mainline, then it definitely needs a Hammond Collection figure. But we'll probably get the Mutadon in like a few years if they were to make one. Now, I'm not too fussed about the Spinoeratops, as, I mean, it wasn't really too much of like a major role in Camp Cretaceous. It was there, but I don't really care if they make a Spinoeratops. But I did do a mock-up if you guys still want, if you still want a Spinoeratops, tell me in the comments below. But I do think we should focus on the Mutadon or the Hammond Collection D-Rex. I mean, Hammond Collection D-Rex isn't really needed, but the Mutadon definitely is. So yeah, the Spinoeratops, Here is my Hammond collection mock-up. It's basically just the Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous Spinoceratops that I put in the box here, and then an image of the Spinoceratops when it's an adult. If the Hammond collection were to make a Spinoceratops, I think they should do adult versions of the Spinoceratops, not the little juvenile versions or baby versions. So yeah. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. Thank you for watching all the way till the end. Any ideas for like more Hammond collection concepts? Tell me in the comments below. Tell me in the comments if you want to see a Mutadon figure, as we should get a Mutadon figure. It was a major part of Rebirth. I mean, the major part of Rebirth were the mutants, and to not get a Mutadon figure, I mean, the name is literally in the Mutadon figure, or in the Mutadon mutant. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Peace.